Welcome to pasta printmaking. Here's our pasta maker. Before we can print, we need to make a little adjustment to it. Because what you'll find is if you try to run a plate through it from a vertical position, there's no room for the plate to come out, so your plate will get stuck in the press. So we need to modify this by taking off the bottom plate and turning the press on its side. So to do that, I've already taken mine apart. The feet down here need to come off, but you can't get the feet off until you take the screw out on the side. So remove the handle to get it out of the way, turn it so you can see the screw, and start on this side with the handle. It will be easiest. Remove that screw. It comes out pretty easily. And then pull this piece off, just like that. Set it aside. And then you'll see that the screws and the nuts are coming up through here. So you can undo the nuts, pull out the screws, and then the foot part will fall off. So once you're done with that side, put this piece back on. I find it's always easier to finish one side before I move to the next, so I don't lose pieces or forget what I'm doing or forget how to put it back together. It doesn't snap together entirely easily. You need to make sure that you get this plate to sit inside the grooves on both sides. I think I'm in there. There we go. And then I'm going to put this screw in place. It's really just going into the other side of the metal, so it doesn't want to sit in all that easily. You might find you're chasing it around for a little bit. There it goes. Alright, so at this point, this foot will still be attached on the other side, so you won't be able to lift it off like this, but you will be able to kind of swing it around a little bit. So then turn this around, and what you'll find on this side is it gets a lot more complicated because the sadist who built this put the screw underneath the knob that you're going to use for pressure printing. So you have to be able to get the screw out. So pull out the knob a little bit. Don't pull it too far, you'll pull your drum, essentially, your press drum, out of place and you won't be able to fix it. So get your screwdriver in there, turn that. I'm not going to take it all the way out because it literally took me 20 minutes to get that screw back in. But just to show you, this is where the screw is. Once you pull that out, you can pull this plate back far enough. You won't be able to remove it entirely, but you can pull it back, get those nuts undone, and then pull off the other foot, and then reassemble this. If you don't put the screw back in, I tried it without it, and it works for a little while, but eventually this end piece will fall out and make the whole unit much more unstable. So do try to get that screw back in there. Once you're done with that, you have the plate off. You can put your handle in, and you are good to go.